Hello, Derpfish. Hello, Whiskey. Hello, Poca Latte. Poca Latte's just here for the vibes. I don't have a comic. I'm just here. I am so appreciative that you are just here for the vibes and to check out these comics. Even if you don't have one, that's great. Whiskey Jen says that theirs is My Advisor is a Distraction. And hello, Derpfish. Good to see you. Good to see you. Derp Sea Fish. I don't know why. I just left your middle name out there. I just went for the first and the last. Now I'm set up. So this is probably where in the stream, when I come back to edit this later, that I'm going to crop out all that beginning setup. I appreciate you guys being here. You're the early birds. You got the behind the scenes look at me setting up my stream because I just wasn't prepared. And we are going to begin here. So on the left of screen, we have our Webtoon window where we're going to be reading your comics today. And on the right of screen, we have our backup reading list, which I will be carving my way through this weekend and probably most of next week. And we have a couple folks in chat. We have Cam, we have Poca Latte, Deep Derp Sea Fish, we have Whiskey Gin. I know Poca Latte is here for the vibes. Cam, I think you're here for the vibes as well. If you have a comic, it's like a well-kept secret from me, which I would be very, very surprised if you've been in the Discord this whole time and didn't mention it. So let me know. I don't want to overlook a comic if you have a comic that you'd like to share. Whiskey Gin's comic is called My Advisor is a Distraction, and Derpsy Fish, did you say you had a comic? I don't remember if you did, but let me know and we can take a look. I think I will start off with an easy question for you. Oh, and of course, Love Cursed Queen of Rogues is what we're doing trivia about today. Answer the question correctly, you get to submit a comic to be read. Otherwise, we're going to pull from the list over here. And the link to this comic is pinned in the chat. So you are able to open up my comic. I would appreciate if you did subscribe because I'm pretty sure our engagement score is going to be a ratio of views to subs, views to likes, and views to comments, of course. So these ratios are what matter. So if this view number goes up, but this one doesn't, I think that actually hurts us more than it helps us. So I'd appreciate if you could help support me. I'm here to help support you and to boost your comics as well. And like I had mentioned prior, we're going to take a look at just chapter 1 of each person's comic so that we can encourage folks to go check out the rest themselves and hopefully get these numbers up for everyone. And I just realized how small this is on the screen, so I'm going to do a little zooming in. Hopefully that made it a little bit easier to see. Derpsy Fish says, already done. Really enjoyed the story so far. I'm really glad that you liked it. I appreciate that. And Cam, I don't have a comic, but I am planning on making one though. I am really excited for you that you're planning to make a comic. I really believe in storytelling through comics. It's like the next best thing to animation, and I find it's far more achievable for an individual than, say, animating might be. Because animating's a beast, man. If you want to know more about animating, maybe check in with our friends Already-ish or maybe Pilferpup because they do a lot of animating on their channel. I have them pinned on the bottom of my channel, actually. Real quick, I'm just going to show you guys, in case you're interested, we will go to my account and scroll down. And down here we have my favorite channels on YouTube and even more favorite channels. And the two I'm talking about are right here. Pilferpup and Already-ish really enjoy animating and do a lot of animation on their channels, so you can check them out. If you want to look at more comics, the Starfish face down here does comics, Geb's Art does comics, I do comics, oh, of course, animation, Rags Animation does comics. So I do keep, like, I truly believe in community. I believe in the comic community, I believe in the YouTube artist community, and I like to do my part to try and give everybody a boost. I want to make sure that we're all growing together and we all see success together. Derp Sea Fish says it's called Out of Order. Okay, great. Awesome. So we have some comics. And we're going to go ahead and start with our first trivia question, all right? So I think this first one's pretty simple. So The Love Curse Queen of Rogues is about Caitlin Cogford, noble baron's daughter, notorious queen of rogues. No matter the title, every love ends the same, heartbreak and loss. In a steampunk city on the brink of war, divided between the mechanically inclined and the magically gifted, can she defy her love curse and seize a future worth fighting for? That is the synopsis. The question for our first comic is going to be, what is one of Caitlin's secrets? Can you give me one of Caitlin's secrets? If you can tell me, the first person to tell me one of Caitlin's secrets will get their comic read first. Cam, you don't have a comic to read, but you can answer. That's fine. You can still answer, because you can recommend a comic, of course. She has magic. Yes, she does have magic. Is one of her secrets. She does keep that card very close to her chest. Pugalatte, she doesn't file her own taxes. Cam, that is true, though. If you would like to recommend a comic, you can. If you would like to recommend one of the other folks in chats who's already given us the title of their comic, you can do that as well. I'm not trying to push you in that direction, but you can definitely get to decide whether you want to submit a comic for reading or if you want to pass, but you did get the answer right. She has magic is one of her secrets. She's not out there flaunting it in the streets. Out of Order. Okay, we are reading Out of Order by Derp Sea Fish. I love that. Well done. Way to pass the baton and be a team player. So, let's look at Out of Order. And we don't want the originals. That's not what we're here for. We're looking for Derp Sea Fish Out of Order. I love this thumbnail. That is so pretty. Look at the lighting. There's such a beautiful glow. That looks really good. So, first things first, we're going to subscribe, because this is all about support. We're going to support each other, and we're going to grow together. This will be in the Supernatural Action category. And, excuse me, while I yawn. Wee, says Derp Sea Fish. Yep, we're going to look at yours first. This is the synopsis. I'm going to read this to you guys. The last thing Carmen wants to do is to babysit her annoying brother Duke while her parents take a month-long vacation. Yikes, a month is such a long time. But things take a turn for the worst when demons show up after school and Duke disappears in the commotion. Now she only has a month to find him, but there is a hidden society full of demon hunters on her trail. And they think that Carmen is a demon? Question mark? Have you seen... Oh my gosh, what is that David Bowie movie from a really long time ago? It's it's similar. Do you know what I'm talking about? Where he kidnaps a kid. The Labyrinth. Thank you, Whiskey Gin. He kidnaps a kid, and the babysitter has to go to his world with all these trolls and everything else to try and get the baby back. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of The Labyrinth, and The Labyrinth is a classic. I think if you wanted to pitch this to other people, I haven't seen the inside yet, so I don't know how adjacent it is, but maybe you could use that as a reference point, oh, it kind of like The Labyrinth meets something else or something, if that were, if you don't already have kind of your reference points or things that are similar. All right, let's take a look at chapter 1. Whiskey Jen says, I'm typing on my iPad. No, you haven't seen it. It says Deep Sea Fish, but it sounds fun. Whiskey Jen, my fave, but I'm an elder. The Labyrinth is your favorite? Then you might really like this comic. Oh, yeah. So, this might be right up your alley. Perfect. All right, let's actually make this a little bit wider. Should I zoom in maybe a tiny bit more? I just want to make sure that we can see this really, really well. Okay, so we're going to scroll down. We've got ourselves a real foggy scene here. Some ropes and tassels, and a lot of drawings of eyes, it looks like. And the lighting on this is so good. Wow, I love the atmosphere. The eyes are so pretty. They've got that glint in the eye. Look at this hatching. This is really good. You are a very skilled artist. I love the t-shirt, Hello Kitty. And some jams. And the little slippers, Bubble Bubble. Whoa. Oh my gosh, is she having a nightmare? Grab. Sorry, I'm like looking at it and exclaiming over the art, but there hasn't been a whole lot of like dialogue to read yet, so. Jump. Yeah, this is like it's gotta be a nightmare. She's gotta be dreaming. The execution on this is so good though, you guys. Definitely says Whiskey Gin. Cam says, ooh, pretty. Yes, I agree. So pretty, so good. The technical skill in these drawings is aces. I love the shadow hatching. I don't think I've seen anybody do that yet of the ones that I've looked at, and it's just such a good look. It adds such a nice texture to the shadows. Yeah, that looks amazing. Okay, so she's being chased. She's screaming. Got ourselves a horizontal panel there. Or sorry, yeah, like it was a tilted panel. And then we go back to... All right, this is just straight up nightmare. It's gotta be. If she's actually here... This brings to mind a totally different movie, but I also don't know the name of it. I haven't had enough coffee. I've had one sip of coffee, so my brain's not gonna be pulling titles. That is just gonna be beyond my ability right now. Reach! She is reaching really hard, trying to escape all of this behind her. Ah, man, this really looks like straight up a nightmare. You are so good at pulling this feeling and putting it into pictures. She gets gripped, hair is flying forward, you can tell she's being held back. Like, Newton's law in effect here. An object in motion stays in motion until it hits another object. What does this say? Pull. And reach. What are we reaching for here? What is this? Beep, 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 beep. I think it's an alarm. She's going to wake up. Okay, I would be so grateful if my alarm went off right about then. Like, yes, wake me up, please. Aww, a furry kitty. Purr. Stretch. Oh, that's such a cat move. That is such a pretty cat. I'm so sold on this. I am so sold on this. Kitty, aww. Gasp. Carmen! Okay, so I think we're outside. Okay, we can see now that she's in, it looks like she's in an apartment. There's this, and there's snow on the tree, so it's cold out. You're gonna be late for school! Pan down the sky, and now on DP24 Breakfast, your local source of breaking news. 11 people went missing just last night in an attempt to watch the once-in-a-half-century event. As a delicious-looking breakfast, by the way. Chatter. The largest coronal mass ejection CME ever recorded. Chatter. With the upcoming lunar red eclipse, locals and tourists alike are being alerted not to wander into the mountains. Dumb people. Tourist this, appearances that. You'll never see them talking about what actually matters. New character alert. Even Mrs. Barry's blathermouth parrot knows that none of this is natural. But all the news ever talks about is low visibility. Or maybe the news people know... Oh, I'm so sorry. I needed to switch voices a little bit. A little bit of different inflection. Sorry, my bad. Let's start over. Or maybe the news people know everything and are covering it up and you're the dumb one. Yeah. I don't think he appreciated that. He seems like a know-it-all character. What do you guys think? I think he seems like a know-it-all character. Look at this expression, though. Oh, 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 oh. Cats being cats. This cat! He's out to kill me! Don't listen to her, Kafka. You're a perfect little angel. Of course Kafka is. It's a cat. It can't do any wrong. Dad, you left the door open again last night. And today I woke up with him sitting on top of my face, suffocating me. I even dreamt I was getting choked to death thanks to this spawn of evil. Oh, she's blaming the dream on the cat? I'm with Dad right now. Look at Dad's face. That would be me. I am Dad. It's all that matters. There's a cat. Stop checking on me in the middle of the night like I'm still a kid. But now that I think back to it, why do I keep seeing that goat? Honey, I would not call that a goat. That is straight up demonic. Oh, okay, but that definitely got Dad's attention. Oh, never mind. It's the ding. Ding! Is that a waffle iron? Oh, look at that! The waffles are done! And today's specials are... Wait, and today's are special. Wow. Since they're coming with my special homemade syrup. I like Mom. Oh, they do not like the syrup, though. That's a face. That's the face you make when you do not like Mom's special homemade syrup. I think I'm good without... What was that, honey? Nothing, Mom. What's gotten into her now? You can't control a hurricane, my love. You can only accept it. Oh, the waffles look so good, too. Squelch. That is not safe for consumption. It's the wrong color, Mom. I'm so sorry, Carmen. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's your big game tonight, but your dad and I can't be there because the cruise leaves at 5. Oh, that's right. Oh my gosh. This whole time I've been so distracted by this beautiful dream. I mean, beautiful art. The dream was a little less beautiful, more scary. And the scary dream that I forgot the premise was that they're leaving her to watch her brother. Her know-it-all brother, at least he's not a baby. At least he's not a baby. He has a little bit... radioactive syrup, says Pocolate. Yeah, it shouldn't be that color, Mom. Something's wrong here. Ugh, I agree. Cam says, Kitty! If anything happens to the kitty, I will die. I agreed. Let's petition to protect Kitty at all costs. Just in advance, just to be safe. That's what you're sorry about? I love how the breakfast is like, is that supposed to be the waffle? It's such a crime against humanity that it's blurred out. You don't have to worry about the restaurant. We put up notices. Restaurant's closed. Mom and Dad doing the Titanic on a boat. That's so cute. There's food in the freezer, and the neighbors will come to check on you guys. Achoo! That must be the neighbor. And the neighbor's parrot. I think the brother was making a snarky quip about the parrot earlier, right? A month will pass in no time. Mom, we're not children anymore. We can take care of ourselves. I know, but I worry anyway. Here, eat some more. Dash! Brother's like, no thanks. I'm gonna be late for school. Bye! I'm gonna head out to... What is this on her back? Is she in the band or the orchestra? Push. There's so much, like, nuanced little details in this that you can really learn so much about them that's, like, just through what you see without having to be, like, straight up told. Like, oh, she plays an instrument, and, yeah, there's, like, all these little details. The little sign on the restaurant when they said that the restaurant was closed, little things like that are so cute, such nice detail. This comic is really top tier. I love it. If anything happens to Key, I read that part, and then it's pixel censored, says Pogalactic. Yeah, I know. Derpsy Fish, hockey player. She's a hockey player. Okay, so that's what's on her back. There's been so many disappearances lately. You guys have to stick together. Okay, is Dad taking Kitty on this cruise? I want to know. Does Kitty get to go on the cruise, but the kids have to stay behind? Mom, stop worrying so much. All right, so here is, I think, the money shot from the series Avatar, if I'm not mistaken. I could have already, like, be misremembering, but I think that's it. I think that's the shot. When you guys come back, Duke and I will be right here for boating in the dark shadow, the little wall of shadow there. Gosh, that's so good. That is so good. Okay, 18. When did you post this? I feel like this should be blowing up. This is so good. Did you just post? Like, did this just come out? Derp Sea Fish? Hi everyone, Derp and Potato here with our second story for you guys. Hope you like it. Since this is for an ongoing Webtoon contest, all likes, comments, and subs are highly appreciated. Okay, well, we're gonna have to leave a comment. I'm gonna leave my own comment. I expect you guys to leave your own comments. And to make it even easier, whoops, wrong button. To make it even easier, somewhere in here, goodness gracious, I have, here we go, the live stream. I can add the link to the chat. So let's add the link to the chat, making it much easier for you guys. Derpsy answered the question. They said, thanks for reading. I posted like 2 days ago. Okay. The quality of this is out of this world. Chef's, actually, this is what I should be writing. The quality, giving my comment. I need to be writing my comment. The quality of this comic is out of this world. And then I want to add like a little spaceship or something. Spaceship. Out of this world. Absolutely. Is that a... Oh, it's got a penguin in it. If it had a cat in it, it would be so perfect. It would be so perfect. Oh. What about the labyrinth? 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 Am I spelling that right? Labyrinth? Somebody spelled it for me earlier, and I still don't remember. My brain's on I have derp level brain today. Labyrinth. That's probably not right. Oh, but it brought the guy up. There we go. Out of this world. And then we'll do like a little... Yeah, like a little world shot. A little world shot. Why not? The quality of this comic is out of this world. Fire. This is so fire. I love it. Okay. LMAO, Kafka in Space. Yes. I wish it had a cat. I would have definitely picked that one if it had a cat. Derpsy Fish, no, same. I can't spell to save my life. There were so many typos. One and the same, my friend. One and the same. I have a whole document where I, like, everything I put on the comic, I try to remember to always copy paste it over into the Word doc just to see if it puts a little red squiggly line under any of my words so I can fix them. I might have still made mistakes though, because I'm constantly editing and finessing the text in my comic constantly just modifying it here and there to try to make it like less crunchy, more smooth, less weird, feel more natural. And so I'm sure somewhere there's probably a mistake because I keep changing it without checking it. But we can be friends. We can be friends in that struggle. Pocolate, what could the title Out of Order mean, I wonder, says Pocolate. Out of order. I don't know. But let's hop back up here. Out of order. I wonder if we'll find out in the next 2 episodes. Like, is the context for this title found? Don't tell us, Derp Sea Fish. Let us find out our own, whether or not we can figure out the meaning of the title when we read the rest of the episodes. So don't spoil it for us. Let's let that question linger in our minds so that everybody will have to know. They just gotta know, and they're gonna go read it, and they're gonna go like every episode, and they're gonna subscribe, and they're gonna leave a comment on every chapter, because that's what we do. We support each other, we comment on every chapter, and we try and help everybody Everybody get the appreciation they deserve for their hard work. That is a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous story, Derpsy Fish. I am very impressed. I'm going to come over here real quick, and I'm going to follow you over here. And you have other... you already finished this one. This one's on pause. Looks like this one's also on pause. You have other series. Okay. Well, that makes sense. I mean, your quality is so good. I imagine that you have a lot of experience in other projects already under your belt. Let's take a look at another one. All right. So we do have, I do know that we already had one other brought up in chat. Whiskey Gin has one. But I don't know if anybody else is here that also has one that they would like to be read. So let me ask another question. So we're going to ask another question about Love Curse Queen of Rogues. It is the pinned comment, so if you need to go ahead and do a quick speed read of my Webtoon, I just ask that if you do, please also subscribe and leave some hearts. And once the stream is over, if you'd be so kind as to come back and leave comments as well, that would be super appreciated, super appreciated. But we're going to ask another question related to this. And the person who answers it can either submit their own comic that they want to be read, or they can recommend a comic or pass the baton to somebody else in chat that they know has a comic. So Whiskey Gin, I'm reading it now. Yes, get that speed run study on. Poca Latte. Oh, sorry. Derpsy Fish says, thank you for reading and the nice words. Looking forward to all the other entries we read today. Yes, I appreciate that too. It's so good to stick around if you are able to catch the other comics as well, because we are in this together. So let's all try to support each other. I know it's a Saturday. You guys are eventually going to have your own to-dos that you're going to have to go to do. But if you're able, please stick around. Let's see it through for each person. All right, so my next question is, what is the name of the Legion Commander? Who can tell me what is the name of the Legion Commander in Love Cursed Queen of Rogues? And while you guys answer that, I'm going to take a sip of my coffee. Fun fact, by the way, about Love Cursed Queen of Rogues that some of you know, and some of you this might be news the first time you're hearing it. I came up with a story based on my longtime role-playing group. And so a lot of the characters in here are going to be based on my friends' characters that they role-played, or a combination of characters. So like, for example, Susie Snow, who we see in chapter 1, and we see her again in chapter 3. Susie Snow is a combination of a couple characters that my friends came up with, and so I'm just trying to pay homage to my role-playing group while doing this story. Caitlin is my original character that I played in my role-playing group, and even Wesley. Wesley was a combination of two characters who I've taken inspiration from both of them to come up with Wesley. And Wesley is turning out to be a little bit of an early favorite among commenters, it seems, and that one really surprised me, but I'm not mad at it. I kind of appreciate it. I think it's great. I know Jazz, who is our colorist, is really partial to Wesley. She really likes Wesley. All right, so just to reiterate, our question is, what is the name of the Legion Commander in Love Cursed Queen of Rogues? If you can tell me the name of the Legion Commander, you get to pick the next comic that we read. And as an added bonus, I will give you a hint. It's in here. It's in chapter 2, Gilded Chains. I don't know why every time I minimize that, it doesn't just immediately go back to this size. It's weird. It's weird that it's doing that way. Pokalate says Callan. Pokalate, you would be correct. Callan Sky is the name of the Legion Commander. So you get to pick the next comic, or you can choose to pass it to a comic creator. It's up to you. Pokalate and our friend Cam are on the ball today. Oh, I didn't even realize that this was up here. I'm looking down at my phone to keep an eye on chat, but I have it pulled up right here. Let's go back to our backup list over here. We'll keep that on screen. I choose to pass, Pokalate says. Would you like to pass to Whiskey Gin? I know they're doing their reading. They're doing their due diligence. Pollo, hello. Hi. Oh my god, Perry, your rig is so adorable. Aw, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. It's out of date. It's from last year when I had blonde hair, but I eventually went back to my natural brown because it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to keep your hair blonde when your hair is so brown it's almost black. I might update it eventually, but for now, I'm still rocking the blonde avatar. Whiskey Jen says, I'm on episode 2 now. I appreciate that. And Pokalate said, sure. So while Whiskey Jen is playing catch up, we are, and that's fine. That's fine. I totally appreciate it, by the way. I didn't mean for that to sound in any way derogatory. I hope it's very clear that I appreciate you reading my comic and learning more about my world. You are rocking the blonde, says Puyo. Thank you. One day I might go back. One day. We are going to take a look at Whiskey Gin's story. So let's back up real quick. I'm going to look and find what Whiskey Gin's story was called. It's My Advisor is a Distraction. So let's take a look at that. Under Canvas, and I think it's this one. Yeah, Whiskey Gin right there. It's so nice when the YouTube names are the same as your Webtoon names, because then I get confirmation. I'm like, yes, I'm looking at the right one. That really helps. Okay, so let's go full screen again. And let's take a look here. This is a romance fantasy genre. It is called My Advisor is a Distraction. And let's go ahead and also, real quick, like, put the link in the chat so you guys can follow along. And also show it some love. We're going to immediately subscribe. You can tell I haven't read this one yet because I'm not subscribed. If we come across one that I've already read, I will obviously already be subscribed and you'll see some hearts filled in here. All right, so let's check out our description. LGBT plus Lion, a young hermit emperor, falls in love with the foreign male courtesan, Waterfall. So we have Lion and Waterfall for names. Desperate to spend time with this beautiful stranger, Lion hires Waterfall to train him in the subtle art of romance to court a wife he doesn't really want. But a wedding could be what saves his entire empire from falling apart. I like the stakes here. I like the subterfuge here. To court a wife he doesn't really want. The subterfuge, that's fun. And then the stakes. A wedding could be what saves his entire empire from falling apart. So, high stakes. Fun little plot twist. Let's go. It's my first Webtoon, says Whiskey Gin. Well, let's see how you're doing. Hotter Than Tea, episode 1. Oh, we're going to jump right in. We're going to jump right in with the glitz and the smoochies. We got immediate fan service. Immediate fan service. Alrighty. Okay, so we're gonna scroll and look at these long tendrils of hair. How did I end up here? That's what we're all wondering. Let's find out. My Advisor is a Distraction by Whiskey Gin. Alright, let's keep going. Part 1, First Sight. Episode 1 is Hotter Than Tea. Capital Sonova. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Sonova. As we've already established, I may mispronounce things. I may not even be good at recalling any references I try to make. Immediate smooch, says Pollo. I know, right? Webtoon, give him the contract right now. Fan service right off the bat. 10 points to Gryffindor. All right, Capital Sonova, Sun Accord Empire. And we have ourselves what looks like Colorado in the background here. And then we've got this beautiful, beautiful empire. I don't know what this kind of architecture is called. If I did, I would use the word, but I don't. So we're just gonna have to go with beautiful empire. Scrolling down, we've got this cool perspective shift where we're now looking down at the streets and the vendors doing their vendorly thing. Oh man, I thought this was the bottom of the panel, but it goes on. That's cool. Okay, cool. Clop, clop. A beauty shot of the palace. Gleam. And we have ourselves the emperor being escorted by the bodyguards. Everything was in its proper place, like every morning. Yawn. I just gotta ask, how long does it take each panel to draw all these details on this outfit? Because this outfit is detailed. I just imagine this is a time-consuming character to draw. Mad respect to you for that, because that has to be so time-consuming. It's a beautiful outfit, though. Beautiful outfit, 10 out of 10. Look, even the pointed glowing boot or golden boots, cute. And then we have squint, shine, and all these beautiful sunflowers for transitions, more shining, shine. And look who just happens to be walking by. All that sunshine must be glinting off of their like glassy white hair. That's a lot of hair. It's a tangled moment. Beam. My sound effects are lame. I'm sorry. I'm just going to pronounce them how I pronounce them. Except for him. Wave. Okay, they know each other already. Got it. They already do know each other. This is not like a love at first sight situation. They already saw each other. They already knew each other. I didn't know someone that beautiful could be real. Or wait. Or was it? Or was it? Are they meeting for the first time? Step. Grab. Wait a minute, who's grabbing him? Who's grabbing the king? Oh, okay. Good morning, lion. Is this like the Jafar character? I got my eye on you. Purple staff person. Hello, Vikram. Turn. Do you know who that man is? So it is their first time seeing each other. Ha ha. Pant. These outfits, my gosh, they're gorgeous. I don't know who this is. They've got glasses on, so I'm assuming there's going to be a mix of modern technology in here. I don't know how modern glasses are, to be honest. I actually don't know how long ago glasses were invented. But look at all of this. Look at these filigree, the tassels on the robes, the star belt, all the little sun jewelry. Fabulous. It's fabulous. Just saying. It is fabulous. Okay, so gorgeous character says Elyun. Hello, Elyun. Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. I agree. They are gorgeous. Totally Jafar Keed, says Whiskey Gin. Like Edwardian level tech. I called it. I mean, you did a good job then translating that to the character. No one important enough for an emperor. This Jafar-coded character says. I got you in my sights, especially if they are here with a mage. Friend, are you not a mage? Is that jealousy? Is that insecurity talking? This looks like a mage's staff to me. Bruh. Especially if they're here with a mage. Their mage is cuter than you, just saying. Sigh, I suppose you're right. Rush, and there the emperor goes. Let's get morning council over with. All right, so we're off to do some official duties. We got this transition with this beautiful hair, the hair made of glass. I don't actually know if that's a good reference point, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm going with. Then I can find him, says the emperor, probably to himself. The Imperial Study. So here we are. 2 guards again. The Emperor here with other council members. And I have wonderful news! Emperor Lionaros. So Lionaros, lion for short, I see. Sigh. Oh, it's a lot of math. Okay, we're doing a lot of math. Court Advisor Sukesh is a cutie. Look at the little cutie. The Western Sultan has agreed to send his lovely first daughter, Princess Diamante, to court our great Emperor Linaros. Dream. Does he have a high title? A prince from the faraway northern kingdoms? I'm still concerned that entertaining a woman will pollute your connection to our Lord of Shadows, Your Grace. Shadow Priest Advisor Vikram. Won't this interfere with our moon ceremonies? This is far more important than a leisurely excursion, Vikram. You know that Princess Diamante holds a greater position than most priests, City Advisor Kulvir. I feel like I gotta zoom out a little bit. Just a teeny bit, because I feel like I'm not seeing... Like, your paneling is so huge and beautiful that I want to make sure that we're seeing more of the shots whole, and so I'm not, like, scrolling and we're only seeing the body after we've scrolled past the head. So let's zoom out just a tiny bit so we can appreciate these panels a little bit better. Like, this shot here, like, gorgeous character, again. But even the space is really pretty. I love the damask on the wall. It looks really pretty. Besides, our citizens will be overjoyed to have a wedding ceremony over another boring moon ritual. Security Advisor Grand General Hafez. She is our last chance. Oh, honey, he has seen some aggression for sure. Look at that cut on his eye. Of keeping the Western Sultan from seceding from our great empire. Imagine the peace and prosperity this will bring. So here are the stakes that we talked about earlier. Flexing their background skills on us, says Poyo. Yeah. This, you can tell there's a whole aesthetic here. Like, it all comes together. It's nice, it's clean, it's confident. The whole, like, immersion is there. It is giving. And this baddie here is glaring. What is the deal? What is the deal, Purple? What is going on? Crime could go down to an all-time low. My spy channels say otherwise. Trade Advisor Fatigue. All right, so this is the head of spies, and the swooshy half-hidden eye. It's suiting. It's giving. The black markets will become even harder to control. According to you and your spies, that will never change. Nod. Okay, these two are my favorite. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. Out of all of the advisors, these two are... I would be besties with these two. The rest can you know... I'll see you when I see you. But these two, we could hang. Praise to Akon models, says Whiskey Gin, talking about the backgrounds. If we don't plan for future stability, our worst fears will come true. Securing an heir of the Western bloodline will prevent more conflict, says the conflict guy. I mean, he probably knows what he's talking about. The Lord of Shadows has always kept the Empire safe, regardless of all your petty Sultanate rivalries. Slam. I knew there was... Well, it's a bam. And I could see from the posture there was going to be a slam, but it's a bam. Same thing. Bam. Vikram is right. Why must they always disagree with him? I swear to the Sun Dragons, it's like you Shadow Priest are trying to end the Imperial line. Ooh, maybe they are. Maybe that's the deal. Maybe that's Purple's deal. Glare. First, the banishment of the Light Priestess, and now delaying an heir? That's blasphemy, Sukesh. Do you want to get banished too? There's no point in arguing now. You all voted on it moons ago. He's in pain. They are setting a record time for giving me a headache. I will have no problem remaining celibate for the moon rituals until there is a wedding. Pouting. If she can even stand me, he thinks. Once we have an heir, I want everything to go back to normal. I would rather sit with Vikram in meditation or study quietly in the law library. Schmirk. Vikram, bruh, than attempt to court a princess. Leave all of that up to me, Your Grace. I have been planning your itinerary for the past moon. This little dude, he gets it. He gets it. Yay, I made it, says Winter. Hello and welcome to the stream. We're in the middle of reading Hotter Than Tea. Sorry, that's the first chapter of My Advisor is a Distraction. And this little dude is my bestie. We're on the same page. He's rolling out the scroll. Oh, how fun. This is the Emperor. He does not seem pleased to be doing any of this at all. All right, so I'm doomed. Yeah. Poor guy. Thank you for reading, Whiskey Jen. Y'all, the name is the same here on YouTube as it is in the Webtoons. If you're feeling it, if you're feeling the vibe, if you like the gorgeous world building, the cast of characters, if you, like me, have your target on purple here, subscribe, drop a like, leave a comment. Special thanks to Tintin Pantajo. Oh man, I'm just gonna say Tintin. Special thanks to Tintin, my comic peer of many years, and to Wendy, who's inspired me from an early age with her beautiful world of ElfQuest. If you're looking for more comics like this, go check them out. I appreciate that. Look at that. Creators boosting other creators. That is what we are about. That is what we're doing today. Using the same name on all my socials, says Whiskey Jen. Agreed. I try to do the same. Alright, irrelevant or malicious comments may be deleted. I don't think I've noticed that before, that it says that. Don't worry, I won't say anything malicious, or hopefully not irrelevant. I'm going to take a quick sip of coffee, and then I'm going to leave a comment. If anybody hasn't read up on, and I'm going to drop this link one more time. Let's do it. Let's drop the link one more time in the chat for anybody that just popped in, maybe, who caught that first chapter mid-read. There it is. And the pinned comment will lead you to my comic, which I will be asking in a moment. Another trivia question from my comic, and the first person who can answer it gets to choose the next comic we read. That's the game. That's what we're doing. We're reading chapter 1 of each one. We're not going to go through the full comic. That is just an appetizer. Chapter 1 is just the appetizer to try and get you guys to go sub and read the rest. And we're going to leave a comment real quick. Let's see. What do I want to say that I haven't already said out loud on stream? Thank you so much for reading. I'm gonna finish yours now, says Whiskey Jen. I appreciate it. High five. Digital high five. Love the atmosphere. That's what I'm gonna say. Did I spell atmosphere right? Oh, I did. Okay, cool. I should have played it cool. And kept going. I shouldn't have said anything. Love the atmosphere and the general aesthetic. I don't trust purple. Keeping both eyes on that one for sure. All right. That's how I feel after chapter 1. We'll see how it goes. We will see. All right. So, and I'm going to exit that. We don't need that window open. I feel like I've been trying to get this to, go into this shape. And then again, I've got the backup list here of comics. So if we don't have anybody submit a comic to read, we have ourselves a little index here full of comics that we can be reading. Whiskey Jen gives us a little purple villain emoji. Yeah, I knew it. That guy's the baddie. I don't trust him. I don't trust purple. Purple's like, and the jealousy. Hold up. The jealousy between themselves and the other mage. That's not cute. That person cannot be trusted. Puyo's also giving little emojis. Pocolate says, love the attention to detail, even with the flexing in the background scenery. Yeah, even give yourself some credit. I know that Whiskey Gin talked about the Acon models for that, but you built a very specific atmosphere, very specific aesthetic, very like Arabian Nights style look and feel, and you had to do some digging, I'm sure, to get models that match your vibe, that match your vision. And that is no small task either. You had to find a way to make what was available in the Acon library work for you and for your vision. And I think that that says something. Like, you didn't just go, okay, well, this is fine, and then throw in, like, I don't know, modern sports bar or something with TVs mounted on the wall. You kept it consistent, and I think that that's really cool, and it looks really good. It helps with immersion. The readers can stay immersed in what world you're building. All right, so back to trivia time with Love Curse Queen of Rogues. Oh yeah, by the way, outside of the contest, this is my other comic, Venerable. It's currently on pause. There's a little pause button here. It's on hold, and this is what Cam was asking at the beginning of stream, if I will be continuing both, or if I will just be moving forward with Love Curse Queen of Rogues. I will be continuing both. Venerable is still my pet project. I love it. I think it's a good, heartwarming, feel-good fantasy story about an old lady who is the quote-unquote chosen one. So she's like, it's like Grandma's the protagonist. It's not like the 18-year-old. It's not the 16-year-old. It's Grandma. Grandma's the hero of the story. And so I love that, and I want to keep doing that. But I'm not going to just, after making all of this, quit liqueur either, because like I said before, it's based on it is based on my role-playing group, my longtime role-playing group. And one of the things that I shared previously about this, before I go asking the next trivia question, if I scroll down here, you guys will be able to see what I mean, is this. This character has been my beloved OC since 2011. You can see like this really old drawing of her. That was the first time I ever drew her. And this is like who she is now in liqueur. And so when a character stays with you for that long, you don't really quit them. It's already too late. You're already married to the character, you know? So it's not going away for sure. I don't know what the schedule will look like post-contest, but she's definitely not going anywhere. She will continue her journey in some form or fashion. Whiskey Jen says, hate 3 was in Learn SketchUp. Very true, in Learn SketchUp, I hate 3. I feel like I missed something. 3D modeling is a labor of love, I would say. I've tried it. I did a little bit of 3D modeling. It's not quick. It's definitely not a quick solution. It is an investment of your time. Just a Goop, hello and welcome to the stream. Good to see you. She had quite the evolution. Very pretty. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm very excited to be telling her story, and I hope you guys do enjoy it. And again, the link to it is pinned. As we go through our stories today that we're reading and we're supporting each other, I just ask that you also return the good natured support and for me. You don't have to. You can totally watch a stream, and if you're like, you know what, this comic just really isn't for me, and I really just don't want to subscribe to it because it's just gonna sit unread in my inbox, that's fair. Like, I don't want to force anybody to do anything, but I invite you to, and I encourage that we all support each other at all stages of our comic journeys. Hello, She's So Drama. Good to see you. Hey. She's So Drama. I was helping me yesterday on TikTok learning like basic TikTok functions because I finally made one and I felt like such an absolute noob. All right, let's go ahead and ask the next question. I think I've given a little bit of padding, a little bit of time there for people who haven't already checked out my comic to go take a cursory glance and hopefully be able to answer the next question. She's a gentleman. Yay, I'm so glad. Yeah, I appreciate you. You're so great. You're like so good for that. And let's see, what do we want the next question to be? If you have a comic that you would like read, whether it's your own or you want to promote a friend's comic that is in the contest, be the first one to answer the next question about Love Cursed Queen of Rogues. So, yeah, here we go. About this one. It's the pinned comic in the chat. What do I want to ask? What is it that we would like you guys to know? Let's see. What happened to Caitlin's mother? What happened to Caitlin's mother in episode 3? Who can tell me what happened to Caitlin's mother in episode 3? Yes, we can, Poyo. If you can answer the question first, we can read yours, or if somebody answers it first that already was read or doesn't have one that they want to read, they could pass it to you, because we can also pass. Polka Latte passed. She answered right last time, but passed the buck to Whiskey Gin. And then the previous question was answered by Cam, who passed that one to, I think it was Derpsy Fish, unless I got those backwards. Polka Latte says she got overwhelmed with Mother's Day. I love that theory, but no, that's inaccurate. She's So Drama. I have not read it yet, but I can't wait to read it today. Yeah, it did just go up on Friday. Yesterday morning, chapter 3 went out. So this question's for the early birds, I guess. Polio was like, no, I haven't read it yet. They're off to find out. I will soon, though. Should I change my question? I wonder. I'll give it another minute. Oh, here we go. Just a goob phoning in. She passed away despite Kate's best efforts. I'll pass the reading to Pollo. Okay. Just a goob is correct. Yeah, I pulled a Disney and I deceased the mom. It's all for the plot. I fridged her. I did a fridging. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm sorry. And also sorry for the spoiler. So, yeah, that happened. But I have heard that it was very well executed as far as emoting in the art went. So I do, even though I'm biased, I do think it is worth checking out. So have a look-see. Pollo says, Tasuna, my goat. So we're going to pass it to Pollo. Pollo, I think you're over here on this list, so I might be able to just grab the link right here. You are. Down on My Luck. Pollo, most feels. Let's scroll over to Down on My Luck, and we're going to open that up. I'm going to slide this one over here. And Pollo, wait a minute. Pollo, you're the one that submitted 3 contest entries, right? Was that you? Not that one? Okay, which one? Is there a list? She's So Drama. There is. There is this gorgeous list. Let me see if I can share it. Yes, I'm so glad you asked, because everybody could be using this list. Everybody could be looking at this list. And reading from this list. Is there a share button? Share with others. Copy link. Let's make it a viewer link. Okay, maybe I can't do that. Okay, we'll just copy this link. If you have a comic, you can add the comic to, like, at the bottom of the list. There's room for more, so you can always add more. I'm, like, trying to drop this in Discord. It's not Discord. That's not where we need to put this. We need to put this here. Why deceased mom one day before the Mother's Day? This is the hard questions, Poco Latte. Hard questions. She's like hitting me with the tough ones. Let me know, Pollo, which one you want me to read. Pollo has been pumping these out. Like, seriously, I don't know anybody else who has done multiple, much less 3 different comics for this contest. It's insane. Just a Goop says, I'd agree that the color and emoting in that scene was very good. You heard it here first, folks. Just a Goop has corroborated what I said, so check it out, check it out. He's insane. I can't even imagine. I cannot imagine doing more than 1 contest entry. That's a lot of work. Does Pollo have 6 arms? Right? No sleep, gang. Yeah, no, I like my sleep, though. I like my sleep. Circus. I wonder how many chapters into Circus I am, because I was reading it. So this will be Circuit. Hang on. Am I doing that right? Circuit Circus. So this one, Re is the contest one, right? Okay, yeah. Right, so I told you I'm already subbed. I'm already reading this one. So let's go ahead and, but we're going to reread it. Chapter 1 for everybody when it comes to, let's jump to the top. Okay, we're going to start with chapter 1 for the stream. So I'm going to reread this one. Okay, so just a group says, especially since Pollo has been juggling being staff in the Discord too. I don't know how he got all of those chapters done. Agreed. That is mind-blowing. The energy you must have, Pollo, because I don't. I definitely do not. Let's go ahead and check this out. I'm going to use my mouse though, because my keyboard, because my mouse is so loud and noisy. Oh, first, before I forget, let's make sure I am sharing the link to the comic in the chat. Let's go live reading! Yeah, let's do it. Alright, so, as I was saying, the most recent link I dropped is the link to this comic, Circuit Circus, and the previous link, the Google Docs link, is to the spreadsheet with all the comics in one. So if you want to have that little library card, that like index of comics, that's the same one that I'm going to be reading from for the next couple of days. That's my reading list, basically, put together by the lovely folks in Discord. So definitely open and save that link if you can. Oh, one-man army, boyo. So we're going to scroll through here. We start with this very abstract art. And we are going to continue down. We've got like the 333 here on what looks like a door. And there's like a hand reaching through it, the shadow of the hand, and then the sun. And this cute little house. So the little roses are pretty too. I love this style that has, it almost looks like it'd be like an animated cartoon, like Powderpuff Girls or something. It just has that like smart simplicity, like you know what details to use while still simplifying, and that is a skill. I'm heading off to school now. Bye, Mom. We have the door cracked open. You can see like the shadow and lighting here. It's not flat, it looks good. And then we got a silhouette of our main character, followed by the close-up. So here we have, immediately we notice something's different in this world, right? These folks got 4 sets of, like 4 eyes. 2 sets of eyes, 4 eyes total. Meow. Yeah, and there's a kitty. Like, comics already a 10 out of 10. It's got a cat. It's got a cat. That's all that matters. If you got cats, if you have a cat in your comic, like, I know for Apollo, he's like, oh, if it's got abs. No, for me, if it's got a cat, just send it to me. Send me your comic. If it has a cat, I will sub. I love cats. I love cats. I'm here for the kitty cats. Kitty cat MC. I will rep the cat all day long. Okay, cat. Oh, see that face? That face that MC is making? That's me. That's me. Hello, kitty. My name is Haru. You're so cute. I kind of freaked out a little. Grumble. You're hungry. Meow. Sigh. Sorry, buddy. I normally eat lunch at school. The only snacks I have are these saltine crackers I've been saving. I'm not even sure if that's good for your health. Oh, but the little kitty. How could you say no to that face? Are you staring at me? Num num num. Did I make the right choice? Haru! Huh? Slow down! Run, 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 run. I mean, she's the one that needs to slow down. Wait! Crash. Whoopsie! Dang it, Haru, you're so dense. Do you really think this happens every morning on an accident? Obviously, I've liked you since we were 10. I really hope cats can eat saltine crackers. Boy has got his priorities in the right place. I'm just saying, cat first. Cat, yeah, Cam. Cat, yes. Come back for episode 2 for my cat. Whiskey Gin's cat, yes. Oh my gosh, yeah. Drop me all the cats. I will be there. I will show up for the cats. Whiskey Jen, I will be there. I will show up for the cats. Cam says love the art style, right? It's just bold and it's aesthetically pleasing. I'm feeling it. Yo, Haru, Rena, what's up, lovebirds? Huh? We're not dating. Why would he say that so casually? Look at her face. Look at her just melting. She's just like, no. You okay, Rena? I just have a lot of self-reflecting to do. Yes, you do, lady. Yes, you do. La 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 la. Same here. It still feels weird being back at school. You're telling me? My mom freaked out when she saw these eyeballs for the first time, and I don't blame her. They're so gross. I'm more scared if anything. I saw it all go down on the news. Alright, and so here we go. This is the flashback. A few nights ago, aliens invaded this town, Minnow City, and sprayed a plasma-like cloud throughout the city. Yeah, it's definitely, I'm sorry, this style is definitely giving Powerpuff Girls to me. I haven't watched it in a long time, so if I go look at a screenshot and I'm completely off base, I'm sorry. But the style is just hits, you know what I mean? And afterwards, the mothership simply flew away. Cough, cough, cough. And then morning time, everyone woke up with an extra pair of eyes. And now our beloved town is isolated from the rest of the world because everyone's scared of spreading this eye mutation. The news even referred to us as being subhuman. And the worst part? Nobody knows anything. We're gonna die. You'll protect me, right, Haru? And after all of that, they still want us to attend school. Pretty irresponsible, if you ask me. Zim, Invader Zim. Yeah, good go. Yeah, you're right. For you. PPG is such a compliment. Aw, well, I appreciate. I'm glad I was able to pass the compliment. But yeah, I also agree. Invader Zim, I can see it. You're both definitely right about that. Eliune, love the expressions of the style. I agree. I disagree. Education is super important. That's Haru saying he disagrees, not me. Look at her face. Like, the top eyes are just hearts. They're just hearts. Girl, how is he not picking up on this? He is so dense. Huh? How do you somehow still see the bright side of this? Please enlighten me. Well, these eyes actually tell us a lot about each other, and it's a lot harder now to hide your emotions, which brings us all closer. He says, while being completely oblivious to the fact that his friend is in love with him. She's got hearts for eyes. And he's like, oh, I can totally read your emotions. Except I can't. Maybe I don't want people all up in my business. No, hear me out. These eyes, he's pointing at his eyes, don't determine whether we're human. Our hearts do. Aww. Aww. He's a little ray of sunshine. Just a little ray of sunshine. Whiskey Jen, their emoting eyes are the best. Yeah, it is fun. I agree. The deadpan on this one. Oh, on both of them. They're both just deadpanning. Good point. I'm still scared. Come on, guys. Let's go. We're going to be late to school. Mino Academy. A brick building. That's what my schools always looked like growing up. Brick buildings. I was raised in the Midwest. Everything was made out of brick. Haru! Hi, Matt. Man of the hour. He's so popular. Sup, Tony? Hey, Haru. Hi, Jenny. Why does everybody like that guy? And why is he stealing all the ladies? Walk, walk, walk. Phew! I finally made it to class. And there's the desk. Like, okay, so real quick though. You think like, oh, it's a good, simple desk drawing. But look at the shadows. Look at the shadow. There's more to it than meets the eye. It looks super simple, but it's actually, you can see the work in it. Like because when I look at art, a lot of times I look at it and I'm like, how would I do that? I don't know why my brain just goes there. That's like the first place it goes is how would I do that? How do you do that? How do you make that look like that? And that's like the first thing I notice about all of these is it is deceptively simple, but then you look at the lighting and there's some real work and effort put into this. Like the thought behind it, the lighting is good. Like everything is so good. And also just the pacing and knowing when to do something like this. Mai's still gone. Get ourselves a transition. 3 weeks ago and another flashback. Thanks for coming over in such short notice. I really appreciate your help. Of course, I'm always down for a study sesh. Plus, your mom makes the best cookies. Nom 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 nom. She literally only ever makes them for special occasions or whenever you come over. These cookies help refuel my brain. I hope so. You ate like 20 of them. I would too. Although I think that was my comment last time I read this was, is 20 cookies too much asking for a friend? Hee hee. Oh no. The inner turmoil is real. Hey, can I ask you a question? Is it a math question? Your boy. Do you like anyone? Aw, the nervous shakes. I like everyone. Of course you do, Haru. You know that's not what she meant. Do you like me? Of course I like you. Really? Yeah, there's a lot to like about you. You're like super smart. Honestly, I don't really understand why you even need help studying, but I never question it because I love spending time with you. Aw, she's gonna get the wrong idea. Grip. Oh no, here it comes. Smooch. There's a smoochie. And he's not feeling it. Well, she's happy. That's her, like, her 2 seconds of happiness before this all goes downhill. The dusk is so symbolic, says Winter. Uh-oh, she's so drama. Oh no, yeah, we all can see where it's going. We can see the writing on the wall. Oh dear, you do feel the same way, right? I don't know. He needs to be honest about his feelings. You don't know. Crack. Oh no. I'm sorry. She put herself out there and now she's not only heartbroken, she's embarrassed. That's hard. That's hard. Why are you leading me on? I'm not. What is it then? Please tell me. I can't. And we can see this, like, I don't know what this is, like this like little anxiety, stress. Please leave. Is this like a, I don't know what this is. I don't know what that is. Thanks for reading. Poyo, well, we got you here. Well, we got you in the chat. What is this? Let us know. I'm curious. I want to know. Give me the deets, friend. Give me the deets. This hits, says Whiskey Jen. I know, right? All the feels. Shiso Drama is dropping all the feels of the little emojis. Is that the logo? It might be. It would make sense if it was. Circuit Circus. Okay, that makes sense. It looks like an outlet cover. I think you're right. I think it's an empty socket. It's an outlet cover. Yeah, an electric socket thing. Cool, 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 cool. It goes with the title. It makes sense. Just breaking hearts over here. Polyo's just breaking hearts. So I already liked it. I can't like it again. I did leave a comment. Yeah, I went, Thor Store said, I went through a lot of emotion just now. Yeah. Yep. That one was an emotional ride for sure. The style feels very nostalgic, says Cam. I agree. It definitely gets like right in there, like right in that familiar space, you know, like we're all kind of familiar with this this aesthetic. It's comfortable to us. We can feel like really familiar with it, really comfortable with it. I made my own gifts, hee, says Polyo. I don't even know how you did that. That's cool. I should figure out how to do that, but I don't ever think of things like that. All right, folks, you know what to do. You got to go over here. You got to sub. You got to, wait a minute. You got to sub. You got to like it and comment on it. And then when you have free time, not while we're on stream, because we're going to keep reading. But when you have time, go through and read the rest of it. You can't just stop there. You can't just leave off on that, like, that heartbreaking moment and not know what happens next. You know what I mean? Yeah. Speaking of heartbreak, we got to check out which category this is. This one is supernatural thriller category, so I wouldn't expect this to become a romance anytime soon. We're definitely going to be looking more into the weird, freaky thing that happened to their town with the aliens and the eyeballs for sure. Subbed, like, did all the things, says Winter. 2 thumbs up. And a high five. And a high five. Love that. Let's keep it going. So next. And like I mentioned before, Polyo is a beast and has been making, let's go ahead and check it out, has been making multiple series for this contest. I don't know where they are. Here's Circuit Circus. Is there a way to like scroll? Because I'm not seeing a way to scroll and find your other content. But I know, is it through here? Can I find it through here? Wow, this is pretty. This is neat. Is this like YouTube videos? Because I recognize this one. That one's from my channel, and I recognize Thor Store's channel. All right, let's figure that out later. Yeah, check out Polyo's. What am I trying to say here? Their profile page, because they have multiple series going on in the contest right now. Subbed, like, did all the things. Wow, says Sister Drama. I think you're talking about the gifts. The gifts are cool. The fact that you have your own OC gifts in the comment section is really cool. I'm curious how you did that. I think that's interesting. Thank you for reading, says Polyo. Polyoverse, says Pocolate. Yeah, it is the Polyoverse. And Polyo, was that list that we were looking at earlier, did you make that list? Was that one of yours? Did you start this? I feel like whoever the first one is probably who started it. So that would be Fragments Forever by Demonic Corvid. But everybody's kind of contributing to this list. So if you want, you can read, you can catch up on like the whole community. You can add yours. No, Minty started the list. Got it. Minty made this list for us. And you can add yours too. You can add your contest entries to this list. So one more time, I'm gonna share the link to this. Let's do that. Share it with others. We'll copy the link. We'll go to the Live2 stream. And this is, again, this document is the list to all of the comics in the Discord community that are entering the contest. That said, let's do one last one. Let's do one more. We will do one more trivia question from Love Curse Queen of Rogues. The first person to answer it correctly gets to choose the next comic we read. If your comic was already read, but you know the answer, you can still answer the trivia and then pass the comic read over to another creator. So if you're in the chat right now, and I know 10 of you are, and you have a comic that you would like to have read, make sure to leave any kind of comment. It can even be a thumbs up comment so that we know you're here, so that if somebody answers a question and wants to pass to another creator, which has already happened 3 times in a row, we're like paying it forward here, folks. 3 times in a row, the person who answered the trivia paid it forward to another comic creator's comic and boosted another creator. So that is possible. You could end up getting boosted. So make sure we know that you're here. Say, like, leave any kind of comment in the chat just so that we know that you're here. All right. Next question for Love Curse Queen of Rogues, so we can figure out who's going to pick our next comic. And again, this is the pinned comment in the chat. So if you want to get to my comic, you just click on the pinned comment. It'll take you here. This is where we're getting our questions from. And just like with everybody else, I would just ask that you sub, like, comment if you read it, things like that, so that we can continue to all grow together. And what kind of question do I want to ask? My gosh. Okay. Let's see. Who did... So Caitlin's guild, which we know from this part right here, is the Brotherhood of Rogues. She's the notorious Queen of Rogues, right? So Brotherhood of Rogues guild. Who did the Brotherhood of Rogues go to battle with at the airship harbor? So we had ourselves a little bit of a guild war between the Brotherhood of Rogues and another secret guild, another secret society, kind of like a little bit of a gang war, a little bit of a turf war. And the first person to tell us who it was that the Brotherhood of Rogues were fighting gets to choose. She's so drama. Oh, I know, but I forget the name. It's okay. It's okay. I didn't give them like a special guild name. It's very simple. It's probably exactly what you're thinking. They do have actually a guild name, but I haven't used it. Yeah, Whiskey Gin's got it. The Assassin's Guild. Yeah. I just kept it simple. I did have a name set for their guild. Just like the Pirates and Thieves Guild is the Brotherhood of Rogues, the Assassin's Guild also had a name, but then I decided for simplicity's sake and for easy readability when introducing people to this world, it's easier just to say, hey, these are the assassins, from the Assassin's Guild. You get it right away. You know what you're dealing with, right? So there we go, Whiskey Gin, the Assassin's Guild. Since we already read your comic, would you like to pass or pick the next comic? You let us know. You got the question right? Definitely, says Whiskey. Okay, let's do it. Who would you like us to read next? Or what would you like us to read next? Thank you for the hearts, guys. Thank you. I can see them floating on the screen. Whiskey Jen says, I will pass to whoever is in the chat. Well, I know we have Winter in the chat, and we have She's So Drama in the chat. I don't know who the other watchers are, but I know that those two are actively here, and both of them have comics. Pollo says, Winty? Yeah, Winter's right here. Winter subbed, liked, did all the things. We said that just a few minutes ago. Winter's comic is so good, says She's So Drama. Okay, sounds like we're doing Winter. So let's scroll up here. Let's find Winter, because I know that they would be on this list. Actually, if I just control find. Winter, you're not on this list. Why? Why are you not on the list, Winter? What? How? How could this happen? How could this happen? My goodness. My goodness. Well, we're gonna need a title. We're gonna do it this way. And I don't think you can search by creators. I don't think that works. Because I've tried it before. I tried Stress Jenny, and it didn't take me to Stress Jenny's page. Let's see. Can you though? Can you? Does it work if you search a creator name? Oh, I guess, okay, it does. But Winter is like Winter. It's going to bring up everything that has the word Winter in it. I need to put it on the list. You do. Hollow Gate. Okay. Hollow. Is it with a W? Yeah. W Gate. All right, let's read Hollow Gate. All right, here we go. So this one is in the fantasy category, Winter Melons, and it's called Hollow Gate. And we're going to scroll over to the side here. Actually, we're going to go full screen. And we're going to read the synopsis first. Celeste has always relied on herself, but everything changes when she's selected to enter the Hollow Realm, a virtual reality created to put one's physical and magical abilities to the test. Alongside 3 other students from Hollowgate Academy, she must learn to fight, adapt, and most importantly, trust. In a world where no challenge can be overcome alone, the girls must lean on one another's strength to pass the trials and rise together. Okay, so this is going to be... It looks like we have a little bit of an ensemble cast just based on the fact that it says the girls must lean on each other, so there's definitely going to be multiple main characters besides our MC Celeste, along with 3 other students. Okay, cool. So let's grab this link. Let's share it in the stream so that everybody can follow along, like, subscribe, and do all the beautiful things. And let's do that. We're going to subscribe and we're going to read episode... Oh, I already read episode 1. Okay. That's right. We're going to go to the top, no spoilers, and we're going to start from the beginning. Shiso Drama says the colors are just like chef's kiss. I love that. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and check them out. Look at this texture too. We've got ourselves some shooting stars. Oh yeah, this is going to be a texture-rich comic. This is beautiful. I wonder, is this the virtual reality or is this reality? Gorgeous cathedral shot from the inside. Look at that. Silhouettes. I'm big on the use of silhouettes. I haven't done this yet. Actually, no, I did. I did it in chapter 2 of my comic. But I really like it as a as a technique. The silhouettes. It's cool. Welcome, students. Seeing her, I immediately remember exactly which comic this is. That's right. Okay, welcome, students. And so now we're starting to see some details of the Hollowgate cast. Greetings, Lady Ophelia. Each of you have been called here to participate in the Hollow Realm trial. Money shot? The trial acts as a simulation that mirrors real realms that I have visited and documented. We've got this beautiful shine coming off. Digitization. Gorgeous transition. To enter through the Hollowgate, your soul and vessel will need to be split. Yikes, that sounds painful. I don't know about that. I think I would not want to be I would not want to be in the trial group for sure. I want to be like really far down the list after it's been like perfected and made safe. As the protocol of this exam, I will make sure your physical bodies are safe in the spirit pond. Remember, students, this is a chance to prove yourselves. Those who pass this trial will be granted access to real realms. Look at that. Countless worlds that have been scattered across the cosmos. Within them lie artifacts of untold power. Whispers of forgotten magic. And beings not bound by a single reality. I'm going to just pause right here on this one. Do not send me through that one. I do not want to be ejected into space. Hard pass. I would rather go up here to Mount Everest than be ejected into space. That's just my personal... Do they get to pick? Do they get to choose? Because that seems like a really important detail. Now, step forward. You may now enter and lie down in the water. There's a little dagger emblem up here next to this one. Oh my gosh, okay. This brush that you're using, or these brushes that you're using, this looks to me like, I'm assuming it's digital art, but it looks to me like pastels. Anybody else like see that? Like this is just has such a pastel like texture, and the blending even on the like hair tone under the highlights. It's got like such a nice texture. Okay, so these are all the close-ups of our main characters. So we're getting to see them, and they each have a little like symbol next to them. The first one had a dagger. This one's got like this floral pattern. Bluey here has the butterfly. And this one's got the star. And based on the avatar, I'm assuming this is our main character. And it's got the full body shot. So yeah, I would say that this one is supposed to be like the leader. Stepping into the pond. Some beautiful bubbles. Soul separation initiating. Yeah, I'm just, oh, the textures are giving pastel. It's just so, my eyes are just eating this up. Like, this is so good. Hollowgate. Art and Story by Winter. Whoosh. And the chains, and it scrolls down and tethers them in the cathedral. That was a cool shot. Loading synchronization. The eyes open. We got some digitization going on. Whoa, so this is the Hollow Realm. Everything looks so real for being virtual. Celeste Silvercross, roll Spellbinder, summon spell cards from an enchanted deck. Hey, focus. Flip. Don't let your guard down. We're here to demonstrate our capabilities. Lydia Guinevere, roll Guardian, specializes in close range combat. Right, relax a little, geez. Tap. Ah, wah! I'm sorry, I didn't mean to startle you. Let's do our best during this trial, okay? Ysura Lunecraft, roll Mystic, imbues non-living objects with aura. Right. She's cute. Greetings. It's nice to meet everyone. So they didn't know each other already. That's interesting. I'm excited to be working with you all. Amelia Heartthrone, role Herbalist, Healer, and Plants Environment Expert. I see everyone has finally arrived. Who said that? Over here. Oh my gosh, it's cute. Help, the mascot is cute. Hello there, I'm Biscuit. I'm here to help you girls navigate through this trial. Elune says very rich textures. I agree. Space on Fire, Whiskey Gin said, yeah, don't send me to that one, please and thank you. So many money shots, Puyo says. I really like the one where we scroll down the inside of the cathedral with the chains that lead to the soul, like the girls in the main character in the pond. Like that transition, like just that scrolling perspective shift was just fire. Biscuit here is gonna be so cute. I'll be monitoring all your performances. At the end, everyone shall receive a personal evaluation score. Each student must obtain a 50% or higher to pass. If only one student is able to make it to the end of the trial, they, will receive points for completion, as well as raise the score of every team member. Geez, the test is that hard that most people don't even make it to the end? My goodness. Got it? Good. Now please follow me. And then they do. They follow. Biscuit is quite adorable. He's kind of like our unofficial team mascot. You know what, Ysura? With Biscuit around, we totally qualify as a magical girl team. I've always wanted to be in one. This is like her imaginary version of their magical girl team. That's cute, cute, cute. Nice. Oh, please, we're way too emo for that. We're actually more gothic, if anything. We've made it to the first trial. Prepare yourselves, says Biscuit. Your first task, get past the lake of deathly creatures. Checkpoint. Womp. Aight, so everyone knows how to swim? I can heal any injuries we may acquire as a result. Swim? Are you guys insane? Don't worry, guys. I can help all of us get across. By imbuing my aura into the water. That's a cool shot, the dripping water going through the fingers. The molecules crystallize. Magic is happening. Sploosh. And turn into ice. Splish, splash. And that is how we begin the first trial. So make sure that you are checking this out, giving it the likes, giving it the comments, giving it the subs, and checking out the rest of the chapters if you want to see more of Biscuit, which I know you do. Biscuit is too cute to ignore. It's almost a cat. It's not really a cat, but it's almost a cat, and that's close enough. Hello, Pollo! Hello, Pantheon Talks. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. I wish I could pass with 50%, says Poco Latte. Me too. That is so real. If only 50% would work like with most everything. My fearless king Pollo. I know, right? Apollo, welcome to the stream. Great to see you. Great to see you. Biscuit is too cute, says She's So Drama. I agree. I always want to include a little mascot in my comics, and then I always, 100% of the time, always forget to do one. And so I want the cute mascot, but my brain always skips that step. It never makes one. One of these days, when you guys see I finally do have a little cute mascot, just know I have climbed my Mount Everest and I have finally conquered my mind's mental roadblock to mascotting. Yes, Drama Mama says Winter. Everything was so pretty, Winter. Agreed. I can't unhear it, lol. Drama Mama, yes. Let's see. Back to the top. Oh wait, comment. How do I know? Did I comment already? I know these people. Oh, it's so fun to go through these, by the way. Just side note here. It's so fun to go through here and be like, I know these people. I know Pollo. I know Fane. Beanworms, Ash Tree, Thor's Store. Oh, there's me. I did. Your lettering technique is killer. Teach me your ways, Winter. Yeah, I did leave a comment. Minty Donuts. Maddie Rose Art. Yes. Whiskey Gin. Pin Name J. All of these creators. Sean McVanilla. Yep. I love this. So it's so cool to see the community come together and to get to know each other. And regardless of who wins this thing, we have formed such strong bonds. I think that doing this contest was already worth it. If you're new to this group, and you're seeing this stream and you're meeting these folks for kind of the first time, just know that we have a Discord, just like I've been sharing the list that was created in the Discord, this one, and I'll share it one more time. So let's go ahead and share the link with others, copy this link, and we're going to come in here and drop it in the chat one more time. You can add your comics to this list. You can join us in Discord, although I don't have like administrative rights to that Discord channel. Let me see if it's possible to add people. Pollo, you're here, right? Pollo's in the chat. Pollo can help you with the Discord situation if you're interested. Just ask Pollo. And Whiskey Gin says, agreed. I'm loving the community motivation. Yo, Squid Game 3 teaser just dropped. I am not even caught up on Squid Game 2, so no spoilers, please. I'm not even caught up on season 2 of Arcane. I'm really behind on all my shows. Okay, well, just add me on Discord yeah, there you go. For everybody that is curious about joining the Discord and this amazing community of comic creators, Pollo will hook you up. It's a great group. We've created such a strong friend group out of it, and it's definitely one of the best experiences I've had as a comic creator. So 10 out of 10 would recommend. Shoot, 20 out of 10 would recommend. 200% on the Discord group for sure. So Hop in here, show winners some love, give them some subs, some hearts, and once the stream is over, catch up on the rest of the reading, because we got to know more about Biscuit here, and I see Biscuit on chapter 3, so we got to make it to chapter 3. I don't make the rules, folks. That's just the way it is. So let's make sure we get there. All right, so I think I said that was the last one. But let's do one more. This one will be the last one for real. This, we'll just do one more read, and then we will call it a day. So, in order to pick the next comic, I gotta come up with another question. The questions all come from Love Course Queen of Rogues, which is the pinned comment on the chat, and it can be from any one of the 3 chapters here. So if you know the answer and you already answered, Shisurama says, thanks for reading. Always a pleasure, always a pleasure. If you know the answer, go ahead and shout it out in the chat. If you want to recommend your comic to read, you can do that. If you want to recommend somebody else's, a friend's comic to read, as long as it's entered in the contest, you can do that, because we're just reading contest comics today. Or if you would like to pay it forward to somebody else in the chat, you can do that. So those are the 3 options, okay? So for our last question, let's see. What? No, I can't ask that. It's right here on the screen. The answer is already in the synopsis. Okay, different question. I'm so glad you like the Discord, says Scoob. Yes, of course. Community over clout, says Winter. I hear that. It's a good community. I love the cult, says Poyo. It's Poyo's cult. He's building up quite the cult. What is the spell that was cast on both Wesley and Callan? What kind of spell was cast on both Wesley and Callan in the first 3 chapters? The answer is Kitty, says Pocolatte. The answer should be Kitty. The kitty should be the answer to everything. This is a cat house. We love the cat. The cat is supreme. Oh, says Shisudrama. So, once again, the question for our last trivia is, what kind of spell was cast on both Wesley and Callan in the first 3 chapters? No, not the curse to die. No, it's not Avada Kedavra. We didn't do that. Nope. For falling for Caitlin. Oh, that's a good one. No, it's not that. A spell of forgetting, says Poyo. Close, very close. Pocolatte, they were brainwashed into subscribing. Let's use that spell now. Everybody subscribe. Next collab should be OCs as cats. I like this idea, actually. I do. I like this idea. OCs as cats. Let's do it. Poyo, you're close. In Callan's case, it was to make him forget, but that's not the kind of spell it is, because it did something different when it was done to Wesley. What kind of spell was it? Please like and subscribe, says Pantheon Talks. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yes, please do. Please like and subscribe. It helps. Yes, Pocolatte is correct. It is a compulsion spell. That is 100% accurate. So, because they were compelled to do different things, but the spell is the same spell. It's a compulsion spell. Pocolatte, what would you like to do with the next comic? How would you like us to pick the comic that we read next? I pass. Who would you like to pass it to? You can pick anyone in the chat. Who would you like to pass the comic to? It is such a nice group we have today. Everybody is just paying it forward, showing some love to other creators. You guys are so nice. This is the nicest group of people. Who are we passing to? She's So Drama's comic. All right, let's do it. We are going to pass to She's So Drama. And there it is, the Counterfeit Bride. Wait a minute. Webtoon contest version. Okay. Oh, we're still waiting on chapter 3. That's right, that's right. Okay. So let's first grab this link. We're going to drop it in the chat for everybody to follow along, to give her the likes, the loves, the subs, and the comments in the comment section. All right. And we are going to read chapter 1. And this might be a little deja vu for some of you because we have actually read chapter 1 on live stream before. Although I don't think I read the whole thing. I think we just kind of peeked at it. We previewed the chapter. So we're going to actually scroll through the whole thing this time, okay? Winter, woo! Yeah. And then make sure that you are subscribing so that you can catch that 3rd episode coming out, because She's So Drama is still working on number 3. And I'm assuming we're going to see it soon. You can let us know in the chat what the target date is if you have a target date in mind. Oh, I forgot to read the synopsis. Let's read the synopsis real quick. The long-awaited arranged marriage between the Westerian princess and the Baladorn prince is finally here, but something seems amiss with the bride-to-be. Can she tie the knot, or will she get caught? Let's check it out. It's called The Counterfeit Bride. It's in the romance drama category. We're going to scroll through here. I'm going to start with this beautiful purple sky, purple and orange. It looks like a sunset or a sunrise. So we've got ourselves the Bellatar, capital of Baladorn, right there on a hill, looking at the ocean. That ocean view property, guys. I would move there. I don't blame her for moving to Baladorn. I would too. I'm going to scroll through here. We're going to see our beautiful little villagers. At the Kent-Rote Tavern, Murmur. They should have been back days ago, Murmur. You know the journey always takes longer when women are involved, Murmur. Well, I'm sure she can't hold a candle to you, my sweet Rosie. Well, ain't you the charmer this evening? Murmur. Got some scrub-a-dub. Murmur. Here, a bottle of rum says she's ugly as a cow. All right, see if she isn't. They're here! And then we have the door to the taverns. Then we open some excited exclamations. The escort is approaching. And just like that, everything gets dropped. Even the bucket of water gets tipped over in their excitement as they all rush out. Even this kid is trying to squeeze through. They all want to catch a look. And look at that. The carriage is pulling through. This is such a cool shot. I love the wind blowing and ruffling the dress and the kid's hair. And there we see a veiled princess. See what I tell you? I told you she'd be ugly. She was wearing a veil. Exactly. I don't think this kid was disappointed. I think this child looks very impressed. Yes, ocean view, right? Family Talks 2 episodes. Girl, what? That's what I'm saying. Cool. We're gonna climb this massive hill. Can you imagine for a second just being the horses that have to drag all of this up that hill? They better get extra oats and carrots for this. An apple even. They need a couple apples to go with it. All right, so here we have somebody's very nervous inside the carriage. And the veiled princess is trying to calm them. We're going through the gates now. We have arrived, my lady. Exhale. Just gonna step down. Thank you. And then the knight is going to help the princess out. So I feel like we're gonna get a princess reveal. And there she is. Look at that. She's so cute. Beautiful flowers. Here's the money shot. You got this gorgeous floral background, the close-up on the princess, beautiful green eyes, blonde hair, Pretty veil. All right, shut the gates. And just like that, shut. They are shut in. And here comes Mr. Handsome. Would you look at that intro? And the beauty shot. So pretty, says Poyo. Agreed. Yes, yes, extra oats for the horses. Yes, please. Let's not neglect them. They've worked so hard. Princess. Even the cape is getting a little breezy, swishy. The swooshiness is adding just so much to like the romance and the magical romanticness of it all. Welcome to Belladorn. I trust you had a pleasant journey. Oh, look at the blushing handmaid back here. Yep. Yep. I do. Pardon? I mean, I did. Yes, thank you. Girl, same. Honestly, who could blame her? I can't believe I just said that. I can't believe I just said that. I can't believe I just said that. Chuckle. Come, let me escort you to the king. And there they go up the steps. Look at that. Look at that girl. Yeah, I think we're all thinking the same thing. Honey, yes. Girl, yes. 2 thumbs up. We approve. We approve. All right. Oh, fixed. What happened? What did I miss? Something happened. Fixed. I do. LMAO says Vanilla Arts. Yeah. I definitely know. I already commented on this. I already liked it. I already read chapter 2. This is one of my, as I've explained before, this is one of my favorites in the contest because, as you will see in chapter 2, Shiso Drama has such an amazing sense of humor, and it really sent me for a loop. I was like dying the first time I read it. So I definitely recommend it. You gotta read chapter 2, guys. You really do. You gotta go back. You gotta drop a like on chapter 1, but then definitely go read chapter 2. Characters are lovely, says Aliyun. Agreed. I agree. Cam says, love the character designs. 100%. Derpsy Fish, that maid is me. Can she be both of us? Can we both be the maid right now? Winter, the money shot. Yeah. The cape is my sister's fave, says Shiso Drama. Your sister has good taste. All right, guys. Just a few more hours. Oh, really? For chapter 3? Y'all, did you hear that? Chapter 3 should be out in a few more hours. So excited for you to see episodes 3 and 4 today. Both. We're getting spoiled, you guys. We're going to get spoiled with 2 chapters. All right, so we know that we got to make a comeback today. We got to circle back to this one later today. Don't forget. Oh, make sure you are subscribing, doing all the things, liking, commenting, rating. You got to rate it. I think I already did, but we'll do it again. And, yeah. That was a good place to end, I think, on today's stream. I appreciate you guys being here. If you like this kind of stuff, if you like my channel, if you want to join the community, just hit subscribe on the YouTube. We will do this again. This will not be the last time. I know that the contest closes soon. Let's take a look. Yeah, tomorrow. Today. Today's March 10th. My gosh, today's already March 10th? Ooh, time flies. Yeah, so, no, wait. It's May 15th. I'm losing my mind, y'all. So it ends in 5 days, but we will continue to read these even past the 5-day marker because it'll be a little while before we find out who gets passed to the next round. I think we wait till... Here we go. Shortlist announcement will be June 23rd. So we've got a little while before we find out who's moving on. So that's plenty of time to catch up on our reading list and to do this again. So 5 days this winter. Yeah. May 15th says Shiso Drama. So yeah, don't let me shortchange y'all. We got a couple more days to get this done. So let's do it. All right. Thank you all so much for joining me here on stream. Like I'm saying a second ago, we'll do it again. So make sure to subscribe so you can catch the next one. Bring your comics, bring your friends' comics, be ready to answer a little trivia, because we might do that again. I'm not sure I mean, I liked it, I enjoyed it, but I'm not sure if that seems a little bit too self-serving. You can let me know in the Discord. You can critique me in the Discord if you think that it was helpful or if it's just not helping my cause at all. Just let me know. I can take it. I can take the constructive criticism, so you can be honest with me and let me know what you think. No, the trivia was fun, says Derpsy Fish. Thank you. I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad that that was actually a fun aspect of the stream. Good. Cool. So, let's meet again on stream. We'll do this again. I'll post I'll like schedule out a stream. Usually I do it 1 week in advance, or probably within at least 4 days prior to a stream going. There will be a little notice. So if you subscribe and you turn on notifications, you should find out that there is a stream coming up in advance, but you can always be ready. Lock in, says Poca Latte. Or no, it says Winter. Lock in. Yeah. Siso Drama loved the trivia. Oh, good. I'm so glad to hear that. Thank you, guys. All right. That's it. That's everything. That's all I have for you. So I'll catch you next time. And enjoy the reading list. I know I will. And we'll do this again. All right. Later, everyone.